Hey guys, James from Life Transitions. Beautiful Saturday, kind of overcast now. Cut the grass, working at home. Maybe you are too, you're checking your Facebook now. And I've had this thought in my mind all week that we're surrounded by change all the time. If you live in the Chatham area and you're watching this is going to mean more to you than maybe if you're in Sarnia or somewhere else on the planet. But as I drive around Chatham, there's been massive changes in markets, in marketing, and in business. For example, when we arrived at Chatham 14 years ago, we used to go to the movie theater here in town. Today, that exact same building is a brewery, the Sons of Kent. Awesome, brand new business. We're cheering them on. That's awesome. But a theater turns into a brewery. Strange. We live fairly close to used to be one of my favorite restaurants. It's not anymore, but it was called Burger King. It's kind of the royalty of fast food. But the Burger King turned into a cash money place, complete with a drive-through. How that works, I don't know. But from a fast food place to a cash money check cashing place, it's crazy. Things like that happen. I want to take you back, and I call this a brief history of change. In Chatham, again, this will make more sense if you're in Chatham, but in 1993, there was a place that used to be a Mother's Pizza. Now, if you've got as much gray in your beard and in your hair as I do, you'll know what Mother's Pizza is. But if you don't know what Mother's Pizza is, it was a great family restaurant, big pitchers of pop, great pizza. They were all over Canada, Mother's Pizza. It was great. But, you know, businesses change, markets change. And all the Mother's Pizzas across Canada closed. So in Chatham in 1993, a Mother's Pizza turns into a funeral home. Can you believe that? Yeah. Revolutionary. Big change. Big change. I know on good authority, because I've spoken to eyewitnesses from that era that were in the industry, and they had admitted to me that in 93, as that business was coming into town, there was a lot of this going on. Right. As in, who in their right mind would ever go to a Mother's Pizza for their funeral? It's disgusting. It's undignified. Not only was it a Mother's Pizza turned into a funeral home, it was on a busy road. To go to the cemetery, you got to turn left into traffic. Impossible. Never going to work. Now, if you know anything about Chatham, you know what I'm talking about. From the day that doors opened, that funeral home became the very first funeral home with no stairs. Nice feature. Nice feature. Stairs are awkward for a lot of people. No stairs, was brand new, was the new talk of the town. The leadership of that company was on the school board, was on the hospital board, was everywhere, as you should be with a new business. Since they've opened their doors, that particular company has dominated the area, and we salute them. We salute them for their dominance in the market. You could probably say over 60% of all funeral needs are handled by that one company that in 93 was thought by some to be insane, because who the heck would ever go to a Mother's Pizza for their funeral? That was the thinking. The thinking was, you understand where it was coming from, but it was off. It was way off. Time shows that to be the case. Now fast forward here into 2017, you've got our little crazy company, Life Transitions Burial and Cremation Service Incorporated. Where are we located? We're located in a small plaza, small family plaza in a neighborhood. We're right beside Sell-Off Vacations and Wine Kits. We've got other great neighbors in our plaza, Jay Garden and a Rexall and Lucky Variety, like good stuff. And then our little company, our little funeral company is in this plaza. Some have said, who in the right mind would ever go to a plaza to talk about your funeral? But we are very pleased and humbled to say that hundreds of people now know firsthand that the change has come to town. The change continues to come. And I guess I told you the story about the Mother's Pizza to the funeral home to let you know that this is not a new change. Chatham is kind of the home of funeral innovation, and we're part of a new wave of that new change that's happening. So Life Transitions Burial and Cremation Service Incorporated, owned by the McNeil family in Little Chatham, Ontario, serving Sarnia, Lambton, and Chatham, Kent. We are just tickled that we could be part of this revolution, helping consumers take the funeral transaction back into their own hands. We've lowered the cost considerably because we've gotten rid of the big fancy building. Nothing wrong with fancy buildings. They're gorgeous. They're great. But they're expensive. And they're going to show up on your bill. And if you don't want them, don't use them. But we're glad you're watching. We better get back to our Saturday. But I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. And you probably thought some other examples yourself. Things that have changed radically and as we've moved as consumers. Hey, this is James. Have an amazing rest of your Saturday. Take care.